Let's do this.
Happy Thursday, everybody. We're about to go live. The next Accountability Success Circle. Success Quickie. This is Quickie number 47. Let us know if you're watching live or replay in the comments. We're going to officially go live in just a moment once I know that we are live. All right. April, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, we're going officially live in 3, 2, 1, and yes. What's happening, everybody?
Happy
All right.
Thursday, everyone.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What are you grateful about? Let us know. I know I am grateful that Mercury is almost done retrograding. 4 more days if you're into stuff like that, if you follow astrology and whatnot. April,
Oh my gosh. Me? What am I grateful for?
Yes.
Well, I will say that, I'm not one of those astrology, I don't follow it as much as I probably should, but I always hear when Mercury is in retrograde. But I'm going to take this right now because I feel like the last week or however long has been a mess for me. So I'm just now looking for the next 4 days to just pass and then get back into work, because there's a lot of crazy emotions happening right now. So
yes.
And on that note, I think we are going to be talking about something that has to do with emotions, because in the Accountability Success Circle, our theme for the month is emotion.
Yes.
We did an awesome webinar yesterday about vulnerability. But today we are sharing something that can be along with that theme, right, Gary?
Yes, it's an amazing method. It's called the STOP method. And the whole point about that is, as it pertains to emotions, there is the reaction and then there's the response. And a lot of times people get these two confused. Something happens, it's the trigger, then you have a reaction. And a lot of times it's a sort of unconscious reaction, it's an instinctual reaction, it's a primal reaction. And if you're not sort of aware of that, it can send you down a spiral. And we're all about getting stuff done while having fun. And we know that, you can't predict what emotions are going to show up. You can't predict how things are going to be thrown at you. However, you can respond in a way that is going to serve you. And so this STOP method is something that we're going to share with you. And if you find yourself getting in whatever that spiral is, it could be a spiral of unproductivity, it could be a spiral of despair, it could be a spiral of scrolling, it could be a spiral of, oh my gosh, that inner critic is getting me down, those gremlins, whatever it is. This method is proven to help you have control and then give you just a beat to sort of steer control of the ship, take control of the ship. So I think we need to get into it. So it's called the STOP method because it is an acronym, STOP.
Forgot how to spell it.
I know, I forgot how to spell stop. So that's thing number 1. Make sure that you can spell stop so that you know what you're doing. And without further ado, the S in stop is stop. Stop. Whatever you're doing, the moment you notice your emotions getting the best of you, again, it doesn't have to just happen. It could be you're deep into it. Whatever you do, just pause.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Yes. And that, again, is a reset. And that brings me to the T, which is very simple. Take a walk. Walk it out. And I personally like to go out in nature. I'm blessed to live in Southern California. You may not have that ability because I know it is freezing everywhere else in the world, or at least in the U.S. But
So
wherever you can walk.
If you are stuck inside your house, you can just move from one room to another, or
Yes.
like I might take a the stairs up to our second level in our house, and just to change the scenery, change the pace to kind of break that behavior. Once you have the awareness that something is happening, being able to just kind of break the pattern is, it can be done by doing something as simple as taking a walk.
Yes, exactly. And so one, taking a walk is important, but two, the science behind this is that now you're moving your body. You're getting dopamine and endorphins. These are the neural chemicals in your body that help you be positive, help you be focused, and it starts to take you out of your limbic system, the primal system, and bring you back into your prefrontal cortex. Um, and that is the part that is allowing you to sort of realize what's going on. And big what's up to Jess. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Jess has used this technique, taking a walk when she needs a minute. Awesome. Thank you. Another vote for that. Appreciate it. And we're just going to flow through it. So while you're taking a walk, after you've already stopped taking yourself out of the environment, where that emotion's taking place, O is observe. And when you observe everything. Observe your body sensations. Do you have any? Are you tensed anywhere? Observe the thoughts that are going through your mind. What are they? This is your moment to just start to look at it from a sort of non-judgment standpoint. April and I were both professional coaches, and we like to talk about doing things from non-judgment awareness. It's neither good nor bad. It is what it is.
Yeah. And I think it's important to be able to do this. And you can do it, ask yourself questions. How am I feeling? What is the situation that, kind of spurred on these emotions that I'm feeling? What can I pinpoint what the emotion is? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it sadness? Is it extreme happiness that you had to take a walk for? It's really just understanding that those emotions, but really, I think the important thing is the non-judgmental piece of it, because you're not doing anything in this other than just increasing awareness and really honing in on what's happening. So as Gary said, I think the non-judgment piece is the biggest part that I want to emphasize. So I'm going to say it over and over again. No judgment. But then
Yes.
that takes us to the next step, right? Or is there anything else? Da-da.
No judgment. Uh, P, STOP, is positive reframe. Again, there's many different ways to skin a cat, different sides to the same coin, however you want to look at it. Whatever your situation is, what is a positive reframe? And even if it doesn't even sound like possible, again, the whole point here is to get you in a state where you can sort of get control of your emotions and get back into doing what you were doing. For example, a true story, I was doing a workshop, as I tend to do a lot of them virtually, and I had an effect that I wanted to do, and it went horribly wrong. It happens when you do experiential stuff like I do, and I felt embarrassed. I was just like, oh my gosh, Gary, what's going on? And of course, those gremlins start showing up. The sort of inner critic of like, who are you to be doing stuff like this? Yada yada yada. Anyways, followed the stop method. I stopped. I took a walk. I was observing. My body was pretty tense. And just started to ground myself. And then the positive reframe, and that really helped. And some of the things I said is one, most people didn't notice what I did wrong. And thank goodness I have my background in improvisation that allows me in a moment like that to sort of pivot and adjust. So that's another thing. And then another, positive reframe is that, that was a moment of failure that I can celebrate and adjust so that it won't happen again. In improv, we talk about celebrating mistakes. And mistakes, there is no such thing as failure. It's just learning. So that is me. What's your thought on the P, positive reframe?
I love that that we're giving examples, and I think that one of the things that I think of when doing positive reframe, and I feel like I say it a lot, is, giving yourself grace. And this comes from the standpoint of just feeling overwhelmed all the time. I feel like a lot of times we've got so much stuff going on, especially with the pandemic on top of everything already, and trying to pivot and trying to innovate in, for the last 11 months of, this life that we've never lived before. And, hopefully we're slowly getting back to normal, but it's completely normal to feel super overwhelmed all the time. And, I try to stay productive, but there are days that I am not, just like today in the last week. And instead of, beating myself up for all the things that I'm not doing, really thinking about, in a positive reframe for me would be, when I'm looking at where I'm spending my time, is it honoring my values? Most of my time is spent managing my kids who are learning remotely, and it really is hard because it takes away from the work my regular work that I want to do. And, things around the house, there's just so much more that I have to manage because my kids aren't in school. And so, but the fact that I am focusing on my family and how family is such an important priority for me, I just have to, kind of surrender to that and be okay with some things not getting done when I want them to, and all that. So, really thinking about it from that positive reframe, like and just also knowing that everybody, is kind of going through some form of something because of what's been going on in our world for the last year. So, just making sure you give yourself grace. That's like kind of my positive reframe. Give yourself grace for what you're doing. It's not like you're not doing anything. It's just that you're not as, you know, impactful in things that you want to do as you might be when the world is normal. So, that's a great thing for me. But that's it. So
Yes.
that's the
So that
stop method.
that's the stop method. It's again, it's not a silver bullet. The whole point is to give you half a chance, half a chance to reset yourself, half a chance to respond in a way that is in alignment with your values, and allow you to be in integrity with yourself. Because again, we cannot control the circumstances that we may find ourselves in, or how what emotions show up, but we can choose how to respond with them. And I'm of the mindset that things like this help us, just be the best version of ourselves. And in the situation that I was talking about, though, there was still a little bit of that shame when I got back to my desk and got back into the work, but I did feel a bit better, and I was able to make choices that are more in alignment with who I want to be and who I am, than things that are maybe just out of fear or out of hurt or something like that. So those are the tips, and we are the success gurus here at the Accountability Success Circle. And April, bring us home.
Yeah. So, we've been doing this, what, 40,
This is our
seven
47th
times
time. Yes.
number. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is just a way to give you a little taste of what we do in the Accountability Success Circle. We are a community of people who are driven and motivated to get stuff done, but do it while we're having fun and focusing on personal growth while we do the things that we need to do, no matter what, if they're personal or professional goals. And we're just there to support each other and be a positive space. And so, there's a lot of different, places that you can go to be a part of a community. But if you're looking for one, we focus on fun and accomplishment and, true connection. So, and also in a place where you can, be completely self-expressed. We are, completely open and embrace people of, all different backgrounds and all different types. But if you want something to help push you through your days and just have a positive space to be in, we are definitely some place that you can consider. So check us out at accountabilitysuccesscircle.com. Would love to have you be a member. At the very bare minimum, you can just try it out for a month and see if you like it. And but we hope that you will want to stay beyond that month. So come check us out. We will talk to you more soon in our next Quickie number 48.
Yes. All right, till next time. See you, folks.
Yeah.